It's time for what we've all been waiting for. After months of our only news coming from product leaks, letting us piece together what some of the remaining emotions will look like in their final designs, we finally have an official trailer for Inside Out 2, and with it, new story plot points, vocal cast news, and more. There are murmurs of this releasing earlier this week, as this appears to coincide with the release of Kung Fu Panda 4, so I'm glad to jump right on into Pixar's next feature film and cover all there is to go over, just like with the teaser trailer for Inside Out 2. The teaser really only opened the fact that we'd be seeing new emotions with a lot of old footage from the first film, though this trailer gave us an idea of how the story will unfold and particularly what these emotions are here to do. As the more awkward stages of puberty take shape, anxiety, envy, ennui, and embarrassment are here to guide Riley and take her places the old emotions might not advise, like choosing the more popular girl Val over her old friends. By the end of the trailer, we see that the new emotions have contained the original five for full access to the console, and they find themselves expelled from headquarters, just like joy and sadness in the first film. We finally got full designs and voice actors assigned to all the new emotions. Envy is voiced by Io Adebari, Ennui by Adela Jachopoulos, and Embarrassment by Paul Walter Hauser. Like I said, the designs of these have been seen to an extent through product leaks, but it's really good to finally see them in the flesh, or whatever they're made out of. Obviously, Ennui would be French with that name. I'm surprised I hadn't thought of that, and I loved Embarrassment's awkward murmuring encounter with Joy. I thought that was really, really well done. It's going to be really fun to see how the new and old interact amongst one another throughout this film, and what pairings are made: joy and anxiety, anxiety and fear, envy and disgust, etc. I'd theorized a new emotion to show up in my last video that we haven't seen, but after watching this, I'm not too sure if I still believe that, especially after seeing anxiety take so much leadership here, but we will see in the end. Riley is getting recast for this film, now being played by Kensington Tallman. This is not unprecedented by any means for younger Pixar characters, though I'd be surprised if Caitlin Diaz's voice really changed too drastically, but I didn't know until after the trailer, so nothing really seemed out of place in regards to the voice acting. And on the topic of voice actors, the blog post on Disney's official website gave us the rundown for pretty much the whole cast for the film, with plenty of new additions, but also with returning mind workers such as Frank Oz, Dave Goelz, and, most interestingly for me, John Ratzenberger, who we can hear at the end of the trailer reprising his role as Fritz. Ratzenberger has not been in any films from Pixar since Onward, though he has an appearance visually in Soul, despite being their good luck charm for every single film prior. I've seen a few theories for why he might not be showing up anymore. Many have suspected bad blood, but it's good to see him back again. I do wonder if this is just for him to continue playing characters he's already voiced to avoid confusion, or if we could see him once again in Elio and other original features. I think the main thing that this confirms is he'll be back as Ham in Toy Story 5, which is obviously not the focus of this video, so we'll talk about that at a later date. Back to the trailer, there was some incredible animation on display, especially in the real-world segments with some really good lighting. I know this is par for the course for Pixar, but it's worth mentioning. I'm also really interested in the light strings in the mind and whatever is going on there. From what I've read, it's Riley's sense of self, where each string represents a belief or something of that sort. There's always some funny ideas they have for within the mind, this time with the sarcasm, so it makes sense for us to return to this open world again in the sequel. And from the looks of it, they won't be retreading old ground too much, especially with all five of the original emotions down there this time around. I didn't seek out for them, so I'm sure there's others, but on my second watch through, I caught an Easter egg, being the Four-Town poster behind Riley. And the Ratzenberger cameo could also be an Easter egg, but I thought that was a cool thing to point out. One more change that was revealed following the trailer drop is Michael Giacchino not returning for the composition of this film, with Andrea Datzman taking his place. She's collaborated with Giacchino on many scores and recently worked on the music for Doug Days, so I'm sure she'll be able to do a great job reincorporating melodies of the first film and writing new ones as well. This is honestly about all I have to cover for this film at this moment. There's a few more voice actors all listed within the article Disney posted, and we have a shiny new poster which shows all the new emotions crammed together, which I love. We've already started seeing more products pop up for this film, and we'll likely see plenty more books, figures, and plushies popping up over the next few months, with more images likely to show up as early as me posting this now that all the designs are out. I'm not too sure if I want to cover more clips and trailers for Inside Out 2 after this yet, as they tend to reveal more and more plot points as the film ramps up for release. But we'll see now that I've put multiple videos in the back burner for news updates. I really did love the look of this trailer though, and From briefly scrolling, it seems like that's the consensus, so I still have no doubt in my mind that this will be one of the biggest hits of the year, and I'll be interested to see where the view count racks up in comparison to the first teaser, which set records for animated films. That is all I've got for you today. Now it's time for you to share your thoughts on the trailer in the comments below. Are you excited for this one, and who are your favorites of the new emotions? Right now, I'd probably say embarrassment for me. I've got way more videos in the pipeline and plenty to check out already, covering all things Pixar. I thank you all for watching this video all the way to the end. As always, I'll see you in the next one.